It's a high drive to left. It is out of here. Mauricio Dubon with his first home run of the year, and the Giants take the lead.
Come, baby. Enjoy this great game.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the pregame stream. We're getting ready to take on the Los Angeles Dodgers in Los Angeles for a tough three-game series, and the Giants need to do well because they just lost 3 out of 4 over in Denver, and they cannot come in here and get swept by the Dodgers. They got to play good baseball, preferably 2 out of 3, but at least you need 1 here in Los Angeles because the road trip hasn't been off to the best start when you lose 3 out of 4 in Denver. Could have been worse. They could have got swept, but still, you know, you got to have this road trip is key. From the beginning of the year, I knew this road trip was key. When you go 4 in Denver, 3 in Los Angeles, 3 in Houston, you have to come out and play good baseball. It's not off to a great start, not off to a terrible start, but not great. So we need to come in here in LA and play good, hard baseball. We're going to check out the lineups. We got the Shark going with some Marja, going up against a lefty, Julio Urias, which means we get to put out our right-handed lineup. So that's a good news, but it's going to be tough. Samardzija has not been sharp this season. He's dealing with a blister, which kept him from throwing his splitter in his most recent outing, and had a no decision versus the Rangers on Sunday. What's going on, everybody, in the comments section? Thanks for jumping in. Mastad Marketing. Shark, this better be good. We need it. Mookie back in the lineup. Absolutely. What's going on with Finor026? So, yeah, as for the Dodgers lineup, yeah, Mookie is there, and that's not good. Jock Peterson, Mookie Betts, Cody Bellinger, Justin Turner, Corey Seager, Max Muncy, Chris Taylor, and the very dangerous Edwin Rios, 8th, Will Smith. Now, when you got Edwin Rios and Will Smith at the bottom of your lineup, that's a scary freaking lineup. There's no doubt about it. What's up, Jason? I know also Hum Baby, great show with San Francisco Bay Area Sports. How would you feel if we sweep the Dodgers? If we sweep the Dodgers, there's going to be a huge party at the end of the series. We're going to have a massive stream. It is going to be a 2-hour stream at the end of the 3 games, and it's going to be nuts. I'll tell you that. Sebastian Dispo, what's going on? H2O Long Legs, what's going on? David Knight is here. How you doing today? David Knight, Theodore Blair, James Decker, preferably not holding my breath. We bought out our own broom. Yeah, but I have the broom. I have brooms ready for the sweeps. We haven't had any sweeps, but I have brooms ready to bust out when needed. Theodore Blair, let's go, boys. We need at least 2. Absolutely. Dodgers always have a tough lineup no matter who they start. It's a beast of a lineup. It is not going to be easy to deal with, but we do have the San Francisco Giants lineup, and it's not too shabby itself as we take a look at that right here with Slater in the leadoff spot. Again, been swinging the bat pretty well. Flores has had a nice year so far. This is not right. This is the wrong lineup. Let me see this here. This doesn't look like the right lineup. Let me get the right lineup. That's not today's lineup, is it? That's not today's lineup. That does not look right. Let's go look for today's lineup. And while I get that, I do have the graphic. Well, we have it right here. Let's just look at it here, and I'll find the graphic. But, yeah, Austin Slater is actually leading off. He's been a hot bat. Mike Yastrzemski is batting second. Then Solano. Then Longoria. We still got Longoria batting fourth. Flores, 5th. Brandon Belt, 6th. Darren Ruff, 7th. So we got that power. Chadwick Trump, 8th, and Dubon, 9th. So it's a pretty decent lineup there. Could be worse, that's for sure. We still got Solano. He had 3 hits yesterday. Continues to swing that hot bat. The guy's absolutely unstoppable. So, you know, as long as we got that guy in there, you know, you can't hate this starting lineup. And here we go with today's lineup. Let me bring up the graphic. There we go. That's a little more like it. Giants versus LA. Slater, Yastrzemski, Solano, Longoria, Flores, Belt, Ruff, Trump, Dubon, and Samardzija. So you can see it there. And, you know, I mean, again, it's not bad. It doesn't have the pop and the just insane all-star up from top to bottom like the Dodgers do. But if they come swinging, it's not that bad. Slater, like I said, Yastrzemski, Solano, come on. Solano leads the league in everything except for home runs. The guy leads the league in batting average, leads the league in RBI. He's just awesome. Longoria at 3rd. He's been swinging a pretty good bat. Flores, Belt had that big homer the other day. Ruff had that monster spring training. We're waiting for him to hit one out the park. Trump's got a couple bombs. Dubon went deep. You can't hate the lineup. I mean, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. What do we got in the comment section? James Decker, what's up? Checking out David Knight's videos. Dodgers always have a tough lineup. Yeah, absolutely. Jason, how do you feel after the Dodgers against World Traveler Astros? Also go Giants, go Giants. Dodgers are beasts, man. They're beasts. Both those teams are really good. You know, you knew when they matched up, it was going to be a tight one. And obviously, you know, the Astros have a really good lineup. Their pitching staff not quite as good, a little bit injury prone, but you know, that was a really fun series. Obviously, the Dodgers went in there, took care of business for the most part, and they took out the Astros without any big issues. But they were pretty low-scoring games, and the Astros kept them down. So we'll see what we can do with Samardzija can do. Solano, 20 for 43, but not a word about him from MLB until now. Yeah, they're not going to pay any attention. I don't know why it's such a cool factor. I had the same problem in high school. Like the cool guys, the starting quarterbacks for the football team, they got all the attention. You know, I was out there quietly bombing home runs. Nobody noticed me. That's just how it is, you know. I don't know. If you're not cool, you're not cool. I'm not cool. Solano's not cool. He is to us and to me, but not in the big, you know, he's not a Mike Trout. He's not one of those big guys. If Mike Trout, he was 20 for 43, oh my God, it'd be all over the place. Or anybody else in the Dodgers lineup be all over the place. But yeah, no, Solano's not even cool to the Giants. They've been trying to bench him. The Giants want desperately to bench him, but he's not allowing it. The way he's hitting, they have no choice but to put him in there. But yeah, they were benching him against righties to start the season. What's up, Matthew? Giants always play us tough. Series will be no different. Yep, Dodgers fan in the house. How you doing today? Welcome to the channel. Isaac Preciado. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Cómo está? Bienvenidos al chat. How are you doing today? Welcome. And what's up, JR? Who's your favorite player in that lineup? My favorite player in the Giant. My favorite player, just from my favorite player standpoint, is Longoria. But my favorite player, as far as who's going to contribute today, it's probably got to be. Man, you can't ever sleep on Solano because he's awesome. But Yastrzemski, I love, man. He's just tearing it up this year, and I'm hoping he does well. And it looks like the game's already about to be underway. They already got the graphic up here. James Decker, what's going on? Yaz batting second. It is interesting. It just changed it around a little bit. 2021 record, also score, World Series prediction. Things have changed a little bit because they changed the playoff format. So my original World Series prediction was actually the New York Yankees against the Cincinnati Reds. And I'm sticking to that because that was my prediction. But obviously with the expanded playoffs, I'd have to go back through it and see what I think because, you know, I go matchup by matchup in the playoffs. The playoffs would be completely different now. But I decided not to make that video. I'm going to go and wait till the end of the season. And when we know who's in, then I'll make a new playoff predictions video. So for now, I'll stick with it. Reds versus Yankees. It's way out there. Reds are not exactly playing well. In fact, I think they're down towards the bottom. Yeah, 5-8 on the year. So Reds have off to an atrocious start. 5 games out. But based on the expanded playoffs and based on what's going on with the St. Louis Cardinals, hey, the Reds still got a chance. Do you see us going to the World Series in 2022? A little early to predict that. We got to see what kind of offseason we have, you know, who we're going to pick up in the offseason, when, how are these prospects going to look, how ready they're going to be, what injuries are going to happen, if any. So it's tough to say right now. I definitely think we're going to be a lot better roster-wise in 2022, and I'll have my predictions before the 2022 season. I like your A's video. Thank you so much, John Taylor. My A's video is getting destroyed. You know, and since I made that video, I've listened to the A's manager speak on it. Some of the players have spoke out on it. I'm talking about the A's coach who's in some hot water because he made a little Nazi-looking symbol. I mean, it was bad. There's no doubt. It looked really bad. But you know, this is a guy I know. I followed his career, and I mean, it just doesn't seem like the type of person to do that. And when you watch the video, it looks like it was an accident. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But I got a lot of hate for giving him the benefit of the doubt. And that's just where I'm at with it, you know, and the manager and the coaches on the team have all said, hey, this guy did not do it. It was an accident. It's a stupid accident. It looked terrible. And that's what I think happened, unless someone has some further evidence to show me otherwise. Pretty sure it was just a stupid accident. And I don't think he needs to get fired for it or anything like that. That's where I'm at with it. Rob Palmer is here. What's up, Isaac? My favorite team is the Giants. Welcome to the chat. I really appreciate you joining. We cover Giants here. What's your favorite team? Is it the Dodgers? What's up, Rob Palmer? Beat LA. Ralph Slater's going deep. Slater feel like he's due for a bomb. Jeff Samardzija pitching. Well, we'll lose. He's the worst pitcher in baseball. Memphis Reigns is not afraid to say it how it is. I appreciate you, Memphis Reigns. You're always given the good take there. And there's no doubt that Samardzija has not looked good, and it is worrisome. James Decker is here. Extended playoff, my World Series predictions are going to be putting all the teams in a hat. Grab 2. Yep. Sebastian, what do you think the Giants got? What do you see when Giants doing when guys like Crawford, Belt, Posey, everyone else is a free agent? I don't think that we're bringing most of them back anymore unless they're willing to come back on a little bit of a bargain. It's time to move on for some of these guys. Brandon Crawford's probably not going to retire a Giant. I can see him going somewhere else, being a late inning defensive replacement somewhere with that bat of his. It doesn't fly when you're a 35, 36, 37, and you're hitting around 200. You're not going to be able to stay in a lineup. Posey, he might come back. They may re-sign Posey if he's interested in signing, like I said, giving a little bit of a bargain. But that's where that's at. Your boys need to drop that payroll. Yeah, no doubt about that. Honestly, think it was a mistake. People need to calm down. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. It feels like it was a mistake. If you got evidence on the guy that he's a terrible person, then okay. But there's really nothing like that. There's never been anything like that. I would hate, to make a mistake and make some gesture like, oh my God, I didn't mean that. And then you get canceled for it. I'm not down for that. What's up, Hunter Vadinsky? In the upcoming free agency, do you think the Giants will go to some big names or continue the rebuild? I think that we're going to sign some medium names this offseason, but look for the 2021 offseason going into 2022 where we're going to really make a big signing, because that's when all our guys are going to be ready, and that's when it's time to go fishing for someone big. So I think that we're going to have a nice offseason, sign some good names, but it's not going to be, anyone huge. Favorite player on the Dodgers? That's Edwin Rios. I love Edwin Rios. He's been playing in the minor leagues for about 3 years. I've watched him quite a bit. The Oklahoma City Dodgers. And he's really good. And I love watching his swing, and just waiting for him to get a promotion, and he finally is getting his chance here. So, yeah, I love Edwin Rios just as a favorite player perspective. He's a really good guy, too. Really seems like a really great guy from what I know. And so that's my favorite player on the Dodgers. We just need to explode on offense. I don't like Samardzija. Either one of the worst contracts on your team has made the last 10. Yeah, he's been off and on. He's had some streaks where he's locating, and he's okay. But, yeah, this season we haven't seen it yet. We need an outing today. We need him to be there today. Logan not feeling great about this game because Shark's on the mound. Yeah, no doubt about it, man. I mean, no doubt about it. We can't. There's no way around that. Shark has not been sharp this season. There's no way around that. You just have to hope that sometimes even if you're not pitching well, you get the outs. Maybe there's some fly balls to the warning track, some double plays, a little bit of luck here and there. Maybe he gets through 4 or 5, only gives up a couple, 2 or 3 runs. Giants bats come alive. We can still win, even with Shark not being sharp. So we'll see what happens. My prediction is Dodgers-Yankees. That would be freaking crazy. Crawford is must forever Giant. Absolutely. Jason, do you think the rebuild will be down in 2022? I do. I see us going to the World Series that year and winning it. Love the prediction. Jason Azzi, always on top of things. And definitely 2022 is going to be our first year where we have all those guys, all our youth, the guys in the minor leagues will be ready to contribute. Maybe 2023 will be the year, maybe 2024, but somewhere in that window, we're going to have a little window with Joey Bart, Marco Luciano, and all these guys, and Elliot Ramos, and all these guys are going to be big leaguers, and we're going to have that window where we need to contribute and put out, where those guys need to contribute, and we need to put out a good run towards the World Series. Posey should get into coaching when he retires. Guys will listen to him. Absolutely. Dude needs to coach, preferably with the Giants. I think it'll happen. I think we'll see Posey coaching with the Giants. I can see that. Dodgers, Yankees, like the idea. James Decker wishing we had Beatty. Man, that would be nice. Dodgers are winning. Emerson Melgar with the prediction. I appreciate that. Give me your final score if you can. He says Dodgers are taking this one today. It's a 3-game series. I feel like this is where I'm at. We can't get swept. If we get swept in this series, it'll feel like it's over. After this series, the attitude will just be like, we're just not timed. We're already digging a hole, and we just got swept by the Dodgers. Technically, we're still fine, but emotionally, we'll feel out of it. So we cannot get swept. If we even win one game, it'll be like, hey, at least we won a game. We got to go to Houston. We go to Houston and win 2 out of 3 or sweep in Houston, all of a sudden we're fine. So this road trip is huge. Yeah. So got to win 1 in LA. If we win 1, preferably tonight, it'd be great. But if we get swept, it'll be terrible. If we win 2 out of 3, that'll be just beautiful. That is absolute. That's kind of best case scenario. I really don't see a sweep here. I would be hard pressed to predict a sweep, but if it happens, we're busting out the festivities. That's for sure. Agree on Posey coaching. Absolutely. Posey coaching Ramos and Bart. I dig it. Yep. 5-1. Okay, that's Emerson Melgar with the prediction con la predicción. 5-1 Dodgers en este juego. Vamos a ver qué pasó, qué va a pasar. And he got it 5-1 Dodgers. So we'll find out. Do you think we trade Cueto? Only if he pitches well enough to merit trading him and getting someone good. You got to remember that if these guys are not playing well, then they're not very good trade bait because we're not going to get anything. So, for example, Pence. People are asking me, can we trade Pence for a top prospect? No, nobody's going to give us a top prospect for Pence. The only way we can trade Pence for a good prospect is if we throw him in as a you got to take Pence too, like forcing someone to take him. Theodore Blair, how you doing today? Thank you so much for your information, hum baby. San Francisco split. Dodgers are returning the favor by winning 2. Yeah, we split that first series against the Dodgers. That was pretty miraculous after those first 2 games. Great job to split that. Would love 2 out of 3, but Emerson says they're taking 2. Kapler has even said in interviews that the guys listen to Posey's opinions, perhaps Posey for Kapler's replacement. Nice throwing it out there, James Decker. That is an awesome prediction. It could happen. Definitely possible. But we'll have to see. Posey's still got a couple years left. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be the next manager after Kapler, but maybe someday, yeah. What's up, Champagne? Heck, I appreciate your comments in my video today. I think the Giants will take 1 out of 3, but if they get swept and then limp to play the Trastros, ouch, go Dodgers. Okay, well, 1 out of 3 is not the end of the world. If the Giants take 1 out of 3, you just put your hands up and say it was the Dodgers. At least we took 1. That's just being a realistic fan. But hope for better, but at least 1 would be good enough. It's like, fine, we got 1. A sweep would be devastating. And then we got to go play the Astros. Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Jason Azzi, Hunter Ferinsky? Who out of our young starting pitchers are you most excited? We don't have a ton of great talent coming up through the system. We got a guy named Sean Jella, who is a tall guy, like practically 7 feet tall, but he's a guy I'm a little bit excited about. I don't know if he's going to be a big guy, ace in the rotation type, but could be someone either in the back end of the rotation or a really good reliever that can help us out. But we had another pitcher, and I can't remember his name, that was a really solid prospect for us that I was pretty excited about. That I can't remember his name. Let's see if I can find it here. But yeah, Sean Jella is really the pitcher that comes to mind when I think of it. Seth Corey is another one. That's the guy. Seth Corey is another one in the minor leagues who, is pretty much dominated in the minor leagues, especially last year in Augusta. He was just absolutely tore it up there. It was just killer. And if his stats last year are any indication of how he'll pitch in the big leagues, Seth Corey is someone who could be a big part of our rotation. Anybody's better than Kapler. Man, it's crazy that Kapler's had such a bad reputation, but they actually hired his ass. That's what got me. Eric for Kapler's replacement. I might do better than Kapler, but I don't know because he may be taking orders from the top. So I don't know. 7-5 Giants, my prediction. Jason Azzi, I don't think Kapler gets kicked off that easy. You'll have to deal with him at least 1 more year. So big prediction there from Jason Azzi. Thank you for throwing that out. And I agree with you, David Knight. He's not going to be gone that easy. 7-5 for the prediction from Jason Azzi. I appreciate that prediction. And as the game's about to get rolling here, we're going to go for about 10 more minutes. But I want to throw my prediction for today's game. I don't think Shark has shown any reason to be confident that he's going to go out and dominate this game. So I do believe that he will give up some runs. And especially based on that lineup, I think the Dodgers are going to strike hard, strike quick. Giants will, because they've shown the ability to catch up and shown the ability to hit, and they have a decent lineup. We will score some runs as well. I just don't know if this is the one that we're going to take. So I'm going to give my honest prediction here, and I hope I'm wrong on this. I'm going to say the Dodgers take game 1, but I'm going to say we take game 2 and 3 tomorrow and the next day. So I'm going to go crazy with that and say we do take 2 out of 3, but I think tonight, just like the first series, it didn't work out very well. And I'll say the Dodgers take this one 7-4 tonight. What's up, Fonseca? We should trade Yastrzemski because his prime won't be there when we're contenders. It's an interesting idea. It is an interesting idea. Piss off a lot of Giants fans, but it's not the worst idea. Forgotten Patriot, sad to say, I think it'll be 6-4 Dodgers, so we're about on the same page there. Hopefully completely wrong. Listening to John Miller is amazing. Love John Miller in the booth. He is awesome. We got John right here, and he will be calling the game. John Miller in the booth, ready to rock and roll for this one. What's up, Tom Dolan? Welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for jumping in. We got 38 in the chat. Capra is a placeholder until the farm team starts, till the farm starts delivering the next championship quality team. No doubt, I don't think Capra is a long-term guy. I don't think he's going to be here forever, but we will definitely, when all these guys are ready, I think in a couple years we may make a move there. By the way, the game is getting on, so if you guys are watching, feel free to check out the game. I'm gonna go for a little more, and then we're gonna roll out of here so we can check out this game. But just to update you, Austin Slater is hitting against Julio Urias. He's got a 2-2 count right now, looking to get things started against the lefty. So I want you all to feel free to go check out the game. 40-3 Giants. What's up, NorCal? Still some people jumping in the chat, so that's why I want to go a little longer, not to shortchange anyone. NorCal 91. Memphis Reigns. Is he doing the color commentary? I assume he's doing the radio. Jack Storm wouldn't mind Yaz going to the Red Sox for even a minor prospect. And that would be cool for him to be with the Red Sox as a Yastrzemski, but we're happy to have him here right now. Fernando Galvez just passed by Dodgers. Oh, seriously, that's sweet, dude. That's awesome. On the radio because of the blackout. That's a bunch of bull. I can dream with James Decker. So we're getting started in this one. Going to go for a couple more minutes. Prediction here, 6-2 Giants. It's going to be tough to keep them to 2, but that would be freaking awesome. And we'll be definitely busting the guitar out. And by the way, what's up? Robbie Hyde is here. Would love to have it. Yes, dude. Yeah, that would be cool to have a Yastrzemski on the Red Sox. But since he's with the Giants, I selfishly would love to keep him here as long as possible. But if if we're not in contention in a month, that we can get some serious prospects, hey, it's a consideration. I know you guys have not really a prospect anymore. He's in your lineup, but you guys have Alex Verdugo right now, and I always liked him. Got a little off the field problems, but I think you'd work that out. I would love to have him, but you guys have a ton of great prospects over in Boston. According to Carl, Yaz loves the Giants. Beautiful, beautiful. Bishop is COVID-free, correct. Hunter Bishop's COVID-free. Memphis Reigns, nice at-bat from Slade. What happened? Do we have the results of that at-bat? He walked. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We got a guy on base to start this one. And my phone is reminding me that the game's about to start. All right, so 5-4 Dodgers. We got a prediction here. I said it was going to be a Dodgers victory tonight, but the Giants will win the next 2. That's what I'm predicting. It's kind of a wishful prediction. Why don't I think they're going to win tonight? I just haven't seen it from Shark. And with that lineup against the Dodgers, I can definitely see them teeing off early on Samardzija, and the bullpen's been working hard this year. Yeah, I could see this not going well for the Giants, but I hope I'm completely wrong. It looks like we got a 3-ball count to Yastrzemski, who's trying to work his way on base. So early action here. Giants turned Drew Pomeranz into a good reliever. Yep, that did happen. He looked pretty good with the Giants. What's up, Robbie? Verdugo with a homer tonight. Not sure why Renicky doesn't play him against lefties, though, considering he hit lefties better than righties. Yeah, it's one of those stupid matchup things. We do it here, too. It might be coming from the top, from the front office, from your guy up there, Bloom or something. I don't know, but yeah, absolutely. But that's cool that Verdugo went deep. Love Alex Verdugo, dude. He's awesome. He was also in the Dodgers organization, teammate of Alex Rios in the minor leagues for a long time. And they were a lot of fun to watch. What's going on, everybody here? And we're getting ready to kick off this game. It's already kicked off, and it looks like the Giants have an opportunity here with a guy on. 3-1 count to Yaz, hitting .319 on the year with 3 home runs. But on deck is the dangerous Donovan Solano. He's hitting .465. Do you realize this late into the season, he has almost a .500 batting average? That is unthinkable against Major League pitching in 2020. That's absolutely unthinkable. This dude, and he's been good for a while. And all these articles saying, where does dude come from? And the announcers that I could hear talking about, oh, man, he just must be good when he's in a Giants uniform. No, actually, he tore up AAA when he was with the Dodgers. What is he supposed to do? He was in AAA, didn't get a chance to play in the big leagues, but he's tore it up for quite a while now. been about 3 years running that he's been good. There's a pop out by Yastrzemski, caught by Rios. Shark and Cueto need to pitch better so they can be traded. I feel you there. We'll go to the end of this half inning, and then we'll roll out at the middle of the inning in the break, so that I can watch this game, that you guys can watch, and then we'll convene back here for the post game. May have a guest on here. SF Bay Area Sports might be jumping in here for the post game show as well. What's up, the Freak? How you doing today? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. 5 foot man. I know exactly what's going on. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks, James. Just being honest. Let's go, Giants. You're welcome, James. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the support. We're going here trying to get something going. We got a strike one call to Donovan Solano, who stands in with a 77.9 mile an hour curveball. Solano takes that one. Looked like it might have been a little bit inside, but whatever. We'll take. That's no problem for Solano. He can hit anything and everything. And next pitch is down the middle for a strike. Or actually foul it off. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Come on now, Donovan. Edison Joe got the Giants taking this one 4-1. We're winning 2-1. Remember this, the Freak. I will remember that. 2-1, 2-1. The Freak, 2-1. The Freak, 2-1. Got it. Jason Azzy, nice. Cannot welcome to see. Nice. Cannot welcome to see SF Bay Area Sports. Great show yesterday. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Looks like a fly out. We got the update from the Freak. So. Yeah, Solano can't do it every time, man, but that's okay. We got 2 outs now, and we're going to need a big fly from Longoria. We're going to need something big from Evan Longoria. Come on, EL. Let's go. Let's make this happen, Chaplain. We need a hit here. Yeah, SF Bay Area Sports Talk should be here for the post game. That's the plan anyway, but we'll see what happens. And we'll be talking about the game and hopefully talking about a win, but it's going to be not easy. It's going to be definitely not an easy one. So Longoria stands in. Yep, Solano did indeed fly out to Bellinger, 2 down. Tough to see. So weird. You never had a guy who, when he makes an out, you're like, what? He got out? That's not how baseball's supposed to work. Baseball's supposed to work that you usually get out, and it's not a big deal. But with Solano, he's so good. Like, he gets out, you're like, what? Out? The Freak. My name's also Evan. He's one of my favorite players. Oh, cool. I didn't know your name was Evan. Now I know. The Freak. Evan is here. 5 foot man. Evan is here. Yeah, Evan Longoria is awesome. That ball is fouled away. 1-1 the count. Looks like that first pitch was called a ball. Looked like it could have been called a strike, but we'll take the ball. So we got 38 in the chat for the pregame. Really appreciate everyone jumping in here for this one. And best of luck to the San Francisco Giants today and to the Dodgers. Good luck to you guys, Dodgers fans out there. Hope we have a fun game and a good time here. Big series here. The Dodgers are off to a really good start. Looks like they're primed to make the playoffs as expected. So these are much bigger games for the Giants, honestly. Giants could sweep this series. Dodgers still be fine. But if the Giants get swept, it's time to start making plans for October, because we ain't going to be playing. So Giants need to come out and play well. You know, technically we're still fine because it's technically early, but at a 60-game season, yeah. Well, that's the end of the inning, guys. So into the half inning, we're going to the bottom half. Longoria does not make it happen. So we're going to talk to you guys in about 2.5 to 3 hours. Just keep an eye out for the post-game show, and we'll have highlights. We'll go through the game. We'll talk about everything that happened. And I want to say thank you guys, everyone. This is a big thank you to everyone in the chat right here who jumped in for today. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you really soon. So enjoy the game, guys. Let's see you back here after the game. Wish you guys the best of luck. Thank you so much, JR. And we're going to talk to you guys very, very soon. See ya!